All right, what up, y'all? We got an unboxing, setup guide, and review for y'all of this storage shelf. So this shelf is 60 inches by 24 inches by 60 inches. They do have a few different sizes, so check out the listing. I will drop a link to this listing down in the description so you can take that link straight to the product. So yeah, we're gonna unbox it, set up for y'all, show you how it works. So the idea is I got this little shelf over here. I'm gonna replace it with the bigger and better shelf right here. So let's set it up for y'all real quick. We're gonna quickly unbox it. Boom, they got it nicely packaged so you don't get damaged in shipping. All right, now I got the shelving out. Now they got this wrapped up too, so you have to cut this open too. All right, so here's all your bracing, all these pieces. All right, so this is all our legs and our bracing. And then there's this one box right here. Not quite sure what's in this one box just yet. I'll open this up. Okay, so there's some small pieces in here. A lot of these little triangle things. I'm not quite sure what these are for just yet. And here's some screws and a few more of these little arrow pieces here. So let's continue to set it all up. So I'm taking these little triangle looking things they gave us and I'm putting them on the bottom of each one of these legs because that's what's going to go on the ground. And then they also go on the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through these, put one on each leg. So then what you wanna do is take one of these little small pieces. You're gonna slide it on the top of the bottom piece and then take your top piece and slide it in right here. And then that's how you connect the bottom with the top. Now you may have to play with it to get it in all the way. Yep, there we go. Now saying that we're gonna repeat that process for the other 3 legs. So that's one leg. In place. Your pink lights. I'm almost done with this now that I get it together. Just gotta put the rest of these on. Boom. Getting the rails set up. Let's do it. All right, we got the bases done. So got the shelves spaced out. Now you got to make sure you line the front side shelves up with the back side, and you got to do the sides on there. So let's go ahead and do the sides. Make sure they're on the same track level because it is hard. It is easy to get it off. This is all plug and play. There's no screws involved in this. You're just putting the little hole there and lining it up here. Super simple to put together. Just gotta make sure you put it on the same level. Boom. All right, so that's all the main bracing. All right, so now we're gonna take and put the shelves in one by one. I'm gonna do the bottom first. Work my way up. And they just sit right on top of the little ledge in there. Super simple, just like that. They just sit on that ledge you created. Now you can move these to wherever you want. You can put these at different heights. So if you want some taller, some shorter, I try to evenly space them out. I think this shelf is actually a little bit bigger here than this one. And of course you have the whole top. But yeah, you can put these at whatever height you want. There's all these different adjustment points. You can put it at whatever height. So I'm just gonna do mine like that. Have one bigger shelf here, smaller one, then a smaller one. So that's how we're gonna do that. And the last shelf going on top. Boom. And that's it, it's all together now. All right, so now we will need to install these. These are the supports. And you may wanna put them in before you put the shelf in, it don't matter. I already put my shelves in, so I'm just gonna lift them up and put these in. But inside, on each inside of these, there's little holes on the inside of these little rails where this tip slides in. So that little piece will slide in the hole. So you have to put them on each row, and this adds extra support. So I'm gonna go through, put them in. Probably want to do this before you put the shelf in. Boom. So there's that one. It looks like there is only 2 on each shelf. These are pretty easy to put in. You just slide them straight in and they fit perfect. And that's that. There's that one and last one. Boom. And now all the supports are in, so now it's nice and sturdy. Gives you an extra little force. So now you can load it up with all your equipment or whatever you're putting on it, tools, whatever. So let's load her up. And honestly, it fits perfect in this little cubby hole. Now what I'm gonna do to make sure these are all pushed in all the way, I'm gonna take a little mallet or a hammer and I'm gonna go tap all these in to make sure they're pushed down all the way. So that will tighten them up a little bit more. So yeah, you may wanna do that if you got like a little rubber mallet or if you got a hammer. You can go and tap them all in just to make sure it's more sturdy. They also do give you some screws. I'm not sure what these are for either. I guess maybe if you want to drill it to the wall to hold the shelf up against the wall. Maybe that's what they're for. I'm not 100% positive on these. So yeah, this is the rack all put together there. Now you can load it up. Now it is 60 inches by 60 inches this way by 24 inches this way. So can load it up now. Got a little cord here. Put our little bucket on there. All right, so that just gives you an example of some things that can go in there. I'm obviously gonna fill it up. I got a lot more stuff to put on here. But just for the purpose of the video, I wanted to just show y'all that it can hold some stuff. I'm about to pull up the weight capacity. So the weight capacity on Amazon says 2,640 pounds total is what it can hold. So you can hold plenty of weight. It can hold anything you're gonna put on it, honestly. So yeah, that's it. Super nice. If you need one for your garage, for your utility room, if you own a business, anything like that, you need a good, wide, sturdy garage metal shelf, definitely check this one out. There will be a link down in the description if y'all need one. So check that out. Go and pick you one up. I recommend, and y'all have a great day. Super easy to put together, by the way. No screws, unless you're gonna screw it to the wall. So yeah, you just pop everything into place, and it's good to go. Y'all have a great day.